I know, we were just here. But what do you know? My timing, as usual, simply impeccable. I filmed my last Haminations video like 2 days before Bryson posted a brand new video. And so we're double dipping in the Haminations, people. We're double dipping. That doesn't fit. You know, pretend that made sense. Bryson has a new vid, and we are here to watch it.
My morally questionable system!
Every Bryson sibling has been covered in a video thus far, but now, the one remaining sibling.
My sister!
Yeah, we're gonna check out the new video, people. If you didn't see the last Haminations video, make sure you watch that after this one, but let's jump right in.
Jump right in. Let the music pull you in.
We also got Cameron here. We're gonna chill. He's chilling. So let's go. Are you ready, people? Because I am ready. RobertIDK, Bryson the GOAT. 3, 2, 1. Ah!
Hey, Bryson, lay down on the ground.
Why?
Just do it.
Okay.
Seems logical.
I'm gonna pee.
Then go to the toilet. Bryson warmed it up for you.
Hi, I'm Bryson, and I've made several videos about my siblings,
Yes.
but there's one that I've yet to tell you about. The oldest sibling, my only sister, Britney. By the way, that intro skit was a true story. She actually did that to me. But to be
That's
honest,
horrible.
looking at the whole picture, Britney was the sibling that was nicest to me growing up. I mean, she's 10 years older than me, so it kind of makes sense. Why would a 15-year-old have beef with a 5-year-old?
You'd be surprised. My brother's 11 years older than me, and he dumped me upside down many times. Not into the toilet. We don't do that in Canada because our toilets, the water is actually 30% beaver tears, and it's disrespectful to the beavers if we do silly pranks like that. But I guess you don't want. I guess if you've got siblings that are closer to your age, you're gonna beef with them a little more than the little guy.
She even gave me a nickname when I was born.
Precious.
I would tell you what nicknames my brothers call me, but I don't want to get demonetized.
Oh, yeah, they call them stuff like and.
Oh, we can't say that! We have to bleep all that! Come on!
What? Just that they called him.
Dude!
It's a normal name.
She was the nicest to me as a kid, but that's probably just because the bar was set so low by Brody and Brayden. She was the only one who wasn't massively disappointed when I was born. Seriously,
Wow.
my brothers wanted another sister, and my parents wanted it to be a surprise. When Brody and Brayden
Interesting.
came in to meet me and learned I was a boy, they were crushed. You think I'm joking, but I have
Another stupid idiot like us. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love Brody and Brayden. You're the youngest in your family, right?
Yes.
Okay, same here. I've never had that experience. I've wondered, like, that would be really cool. And I guess like half of people get to experience that at some point. Having like a younger sibling born when you are a lucid existing human. I've never gotten that experience. But at the same time, I did get, you know, youngest sibling privileges. I definitely got off the hook of things that my brother got punished for, you know?
Yeah, I've been on that. I know that experience.
Yeah?
Oh, 100%.
Your parents punished your sister more than you?
Definitely my parents held my sister to a higher standard than they did me.
That's so weird.
Well, I mean, you know, first child, they're like, it's the first child, you are the lineage.
It's the first child.
And then by the time they hit the bottom one, they're just like, eh.
Wow. And I guess sometimes, because I would think in my mind, I'm like, the boy is more heavily scrutinized. But I guess there's families where it's either or. It's like, sometimes they're like meaner to the girl than they are to the boy. You know, like more strict.
Yeah.
They were crushed. You think I'm joking, but I have proof. Look.
Oh
No.
my goodness.
No way! No way!
Brayden, Brody, hi.
No, it's a boy.
Then you want to say hi to us?
No, he hates you.
It's a boy, baby.
It's a boy, just like you guys.
Surprise?
Oh my gosh! Brody! I went through 9 months of pregnancy, and this is the respect you show me! Get out! You know? These children, they have no concept of how rude of a statement that is. But I wanted a boy. Can you just throw this one out and try again? What? You have no concept of how horrible a thing to say that is. You know?
I know. It's just like
He's just like you. He's a boy.
Boy, you've got a brother.
Whoa. Okay.
You want us to try for a sister?
Oh my gosh, she's actually sad.
Said a sister. Your sister's right there.
I was a disappointment from day one. Did you see how destroyed Brody
Yes,
was?
I can't
and Brayden
believe
went to say
it.
hi to Britney instead of me. Like, excuse me, I just barely entered the earth from heaven. I was expecting a warmer welcome than this. Look at my mom's baby announcement she sent out. It's another boy. What did I do to deserve this?
Stupid.
I'm so sorry that I inconvenienced you all so much by being born. Anyway, let's start off with a classic family story. I had just been given a new big boy bike, a significant upgrade from my little fixed gear.
Wait, how old are you? You didn't tell us how many years we are time traveling. How many years have we time traveled? We have no idea. Is this baby Bryson's first bike? Okay, I'm gonna take a wild guess. Let's say if it's a big boy bike, when did you first ride the big boy bike? Like 8?
Big boy bike? Yeah, it was around like 8 or 9.
Yeah. Okay.
A significant upgrade from my little fixed gear baby bike.
Boo.
I took it to the top of the hill by our house and rode down. It was so fast and exhilarating.
Target
I
fixation.
turned into our driveway toward
Target
our parking
fixation.
bay and tried braking by pedaling backwards, because that's how my little bike worked.
Oh.
But this was a big
Oh.
boy bike.
Oh, no.
Pedaling backwards did nothing. It was
Nobody
too
taught
late.
you? I intentionally didn't tell him how the brakes work on his new bike. How does your sister get involved? Does she just like doesn't have any sympathy, or is she the reason why you tried to pedal backwards? How does it connect? Or she lets you be injured and doesn't report it to anyone.
Britney's first reaction to other people getting hurt is to laugh hysterically and try not to pee. I think it's because she's been desensitized to pain from watching all those true crime documentaries.
Her arms were cut off. Her legs were cut off. Her ears were cut off.
Oh my
Her tongue was
gosh.
cut off. Her nose was cut off. Her eyeballs were plucked out.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I said it before. I'm gonna say it again. Women, I don't understand. Okay, I'm sorry. I know guys listen to true crime as well, watch true crime, but most of the people who love hearing about these killers and graphic, horrible details of unaliving, it's all women that I know. I don't. Why are you comfortable with that? I'm not comfortable with that at all. Does your sister listen to any of that?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah?
Oh, dude, yeah.
What is it with these women?
I don't know. It's my dad who got her hooked, though.
Oh,
That's
your
the funny-
dad.
My dad got her hooked, yeah.
True crime podcasts are like bigger than the Beatles, you know? True crime podcasts are a huge thing, and they're interesting, but dude, I don't want to listen to people getting killed, you know? But dude, I don't understand y'all. I don't understand y'all.
But regardless of her obsession with murder, she was very sweet to little old me, and I'll
Yay.
always remember her taking me to Chuck E. Cheese and playing Deal or No Deal together. I still
Yay.
remember our winning strategy.
That's the thing. No deal.
Impressive.
That's the thing.
Impressive. I totally understand your strategy from watching this.
Now, let's open your case.
Yes! I can buy a nothing.
Although she wasn't always so nice to me. One time when I was very young, we were moving into a new house, and little me wanted to wear a paint lid as a hat. When the
Good
paint
idea.
lid would fall, I would cry. Brittany kept coming back to put it back on my head to comfort me, but it kept falling off and I kept
Devastating.
crying. So
Devastating.
obviously, she glued the paint lid to my head. Mom had to shave my head in order to get the lid
What?
off. My hair was ruined.
What?
My bread and butter. I can't have you messing up my bread and butter, dude.
Anyway,
Yeah, Bryson. My iconic hairstyle. Have you ever had to have your head shaved for any reason whatsoever?
No, and I think whatever outside of Earth that I never had to.
You never had to, so you've never had a buzz cut ever?
I've never had a buzz cut, no.
Dude, I think one day, I will look bad compared to my normal self for sure, but I need to do it at some point.
I'm under the mentality of kind of what my my dad has is that I eventually will lose my hair, and once 50% of it is gone, I'll just buzz it.
Yeah, when you have to, right?
Yeah, when I have to. But as of right now, I've grown my hair out too long and I don't want to cut it.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I'm not going that short anytime soon. I don't know what I'm doing next, people. You never know with the RobertIDK hair. It's constantly changing. Can you believe I looked like this like a few short months ago? Like I watched a video like a few weeks ago of like when my hair was like full anime Pegasus from Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was like, whoa, this dude was crazy.
Yu-Gi boy.
Yeah, I was blown away. Did I really look like that? But yeah, at some point, I gotta shave it. And I know there will be viewers who are unhappy. It'll just be temporary. I have to try everything, people. I like being able to look at a picture of me, and just by seeing how I looked, I know like what year it was. Not many people can say that, you know?
Yeah.
And I take a lot of joy in that.
Anyway, eventually Britney started dating and she brings this guy home. I was maybe 7 and we were chilling on the beanbag and playing phone games when all of a sudden the guy says,
It's like really awkward that your little brother is here.
like, excuse
Yikes.
me, this is my house. It's really awkward that you're here, chump.
Oh, I want an empty room
Beat
so
him
that
up,
we can get to
Bryson.
the kissing part of the night, even though it's our first date.
That's mighty presumptuous of you, forehead. Brittany, this guy's no good for you. Kick him to the curb. I didn't really say that, but I thunk it.
Yeah, when you're that age, you either really like your sibling's partner or you hate them, you know? Because like this person's just coming into your home and is like, well, we're gonna see a lot more of this person who I had no say in whether or not I wanted to see this person. So it's like, because I've had like, you know, I experienced when my sister had her first like boyfriend that she like brought home, and it was like, who's this guy, you know? But I wasn't chilling on the beanbag chair playing phone games with them. I don't know what that was all about.
Anyway, she dumped him. Then her next boyfriend was Kyle. One time he was babysitting me and I made him watch Danny Phantom with me all day. I also remember showing up at his house one time, inviting myself in and playing a skateboarding game with him.
Wow.
Then he gave me a toy car and that was enough for him to get my blessing to marry Britney.
Sounds pretty
anyway,
solid.
They're married now, just like all my other older siblings.
No rush.
No
rush, Bryson. No rush. Yo, homies. I know there's different cultures around the world regarding marriage and what age you should get married, but please don't ever feel societal pressure. You can get married or never get married if you don't want to. It's totally fine. But don't feel like you have to get married by a certain age. I personally am in no rush. If I don't meet the right person until I'm like 40, that's fine with me, dude. Do what is right for you. Do not feel pressured to get married by a certain age. I don't know. I just wanted to put that out there.
Flash forward. I was in high school and Brittany and Kyle were living in mom's basement.
Oh, he's got a beard
One
now.
night we heard Brittany and Kyle yelling downstairs and I got a half-hour lecture from my parents about how hard marriage is. I mentioned it to them the following day and they said, oh, we were just watching a hockey game and we were excited.
What?
And I was like,
What?
well, then I got a big lecture about nothing.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, honestly, I don't blame them for being hyped about the hockey game. I think hockey is the most exciting team sport. And I know partially that's because I'm Canadian, and partially it's because I played the dang game for like 12 years of my life. But I think out of the team sports, hockey's like the most fun to watch on TV.
On the telly.
By the way, homies, if you're watching this video and you have not yet booped the like button or the subscribe button, first of all, if you're new to the channel, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe. That would be really fun. You can watch more videos and like this and have more good times. And booping the like button just helps out the channel a little bit. So if you could do that real quick, takes 2 seconds, I would appreciate it.
During this time, Brittany had to stop by a car shop with me in the car. She asked if I could run in and grab some stuff for her car.
Hey Bryson, I need you to go in the store and ask for blinker fluid. I'm out.
Okay.
Oh, that's cap. That's cap.
Do you guys have blinker fluid?
What fluid?
Blinker fluid.
Someone's pulling your leg, young man. Blinker fluid isn't a thing.
What? Let me go ask my
What?
sister.
Dingus.
I'm gonna pee.
You
She
absolute
pranked
dingus.
me. But then I pranked her back by making a video about it and monetizing it. So who really won? Now, while living together, Mom and Brittany had a few arguments. I don't even remember what the arguments were about, but eventually, after an argument escalated for a while, it would get to the point where they would stop trying to resolve it and instead just try to deal as much emotional damage as possible.
no.
And this was my favorite one. I was chilling in Mom's room. Brittany came in and they started rehashing an argument from earlier that day. It escalated and they yelled for a while, then Brittany stormed off. And as she did,
That's not good.
Mom said,
Did I ruffle a feather?
Jimmy's Russells.
You don't say that disrespectful to any of your other kids, and I won't stand for it.
So that was fun.
Wow, that's not the best, is it?
No, that's not cool at all.
That's not the best. Wow, I wouldn't expect that. I mean, listen, Bryson's mother and sister are the only people in the family who I haven't met. I mean, I'm sure the arguments weren't that bad. That family is full of very, very kind people. So, but yeah, like actual yelling matches with a parent. Have you had those ever?
I wouldn't say yelling matches, but I've definitely got into some severe heated arguments with them before.
For sure.
But never to the point where we're just screaming, yelling at each other.
Yeah, well, and Bryson made it sound like this was like a long thing. Like
it almost seemed like they've been arguing for like 30 or plus minutes.
Yeah, like an argument never, like with a parent is like never that long.
No.
I think they just don't stand for it and kind of shut it down. I don't know. Anyways, probably getting too personal.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Mom and Britney are all good now.
Yeah.
But in retrospect, I would say yes. Mom did indeed ruffle a feather. Now it's time to talk about Britney's kids. My nephews, Hank, Brock, and Jack. I love my nephews. They're huge improvements from the source material. Anyways, I take being the favorite uncle very seriously. Piggyback rides, puzzles, and stuffed animals galore. I also teach them valuable life lessons. What do we do when someone is mean to us? That's right, violence. Can you say violence?
Violence.
Good. Be resourceful about it too. Throw rocks, bite people, push them down the stairs, all that good stuff.
Okay.
But for real, I do try to influence them positively in whatever way I can. Bad.
Good.
Good. Uncle Bryson, are we getting paid for this?
No.
I'm a voice actor, and voice actors get paid.
Oh.
No money for you.
You know what? I'm calling my agent.
Yeah, right. Like you have an agent.
Dad!
What's wrong, buddy?
He's not paying me.
This is meta.
That's a lie. He's lying.
He won't pay me!
Here's a funny story for each of the boys. One time, I tied a laundry basket behind this little go-kart thing we had, and I put Hank in it, and I would drive him around the kitchen floor. It was a huge hit. He loved it. I would also do the occasional power slide.
Wow.
But one time I slid too hard, and
that was the last we saw of him.
So that was fun to explain to Britney.
What an elaborate vehicle mechanism. That seems like so much fun, but I really feel like you should do that on like the driveway and not inside. I feel like there's a lot of corners to bang your head on, but I guess he just fell out on his own, so driveway would probably be more lethal.
Another time, Britney was outside her house talking to a friend. Brock kept coming out, tugging on her arm and asking for her attention, but Britney kept telling him to wait inside and that she would talk to him when she was done. Now, Brock is usually sweet, but this brought out the sourness in him. That's why we call him Sour Patch Kid.
You ruined the day. You neglected me, Mother.
Britney finished talking.
You know that child, like, is too young to even know what those words mean. Like, you neglected me. You know he's, like, reading off of a script and doesn't know what he just said. Like, say this, trust me, this conveys your emotions, Brock. I don't know, Space Ranger, Space, I want Roblox. And trust me, these are words that express how you're feeling.
You ruined the day. You neglected me, Mother.
Britney finished talking and went to go inside, but the door was locked. Britney told Brock to unlock it, but he just stared
locked
at her,
the door?
challenging her authority. Finally, Britney climbed through the window and yelled, "Oh, you'd better run!" But Brock just stood his ground and stared at her defiantly as she approached, as if to say, "I do not fear you, Mother. I'll spare you what happened next." Jack is just the cutest little sweet pea ever, but when visiting, I would often be holding him and...
Man, yeah, changing diapers for your siblings. I am stoked that I have not had to do that yet. But I don't know, it's probably not that bad. Like, wait, have you always had a family dog?
I had a family dog all the way up until I was about maybe 10.
Okay, so you're picking up poop
Oh yeah, long.
Oh,
pretty
okay,
much
okay.
constantly.
Cause my family, we got our dog when I was like 10 or 11, and I was so not excited to pick up the poop.
Yeah, it's not great, but you know.
And I thought it was gonna be like the worst thing ever, but then you start doing it and it's fine. So it's probably gonna be the same with changing a diaper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the same technique. You just plug your nose and you get a paper bag.
You don't need to plug your nose. You can just not breathe in for a little bit.
That's also true.
That's why, bro, you didn't realize this, but this is why I do my breath holding exercises. I'm just kidding. But I can hold my breath for 4 minutes. You knew that, right?
No, I actually didn't.
What?
No, you never told me.
Yes, I do breathing exercises, the Wim Hof breathing. And it's like, it's 30 deep breaths. Like,
oh, right on.
and so you do that a lot? You know what, I'm gonna, okay.
Don't wind yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna be careful here. But you do that 30 times, you breathe in 30 times, you've oxygenated your lungs.
Right.
So after that 30th breath, you just hold your breath, and you can do it longer than usual. When I first started, I could get to like 1:40, but I've done it for years now. Now my longest is like 4 minutes and 45 seconds where I've held my breath.
That's crazy.
It's pretty cool. Now I wanna try it again. Okay. I just gotta do it a bit more focused. I'm only gonna do like 10 breaths in and out, and then I'm gonna hold it.
Yeah.
Okay, you can end it for now. That's honestly as good as I expected it to be right now, because literally I am in an excited, people will make fun of me for describing it this way, a state of arousal, right?
Yeah.
Where my mind has been racing, like I've been active. When I do it, when I go for my records, is first thing in the morning, I'm laying down, my heart rate is super low, and that's when you can get the longest breath holds. But yeah, anyways, that's fun. If I want to actually show you guys 4 minutes, I would have to like film it first thing in the morning and not in the middle of a video where I'm all hyped. But yeah, that's fun.
But what really stuck with me was when I found him trying to eat a baby wipe. I tried to take it from him, but he stared at his hand and then at me, holding tight to the wipe. I struggled against his grip as he stared.
Do you feel in charge?
Finally, I used both hands to pry his hand open. Why did a baby have me questioning my strength? I love visiting and having fun with the boys. They also watch my videos, and Hank has some of them memorized. He can quote them better than I can.
Aww.
Hey boys, who's your favorite uncle?
Bryson. The other uncles are cringe.
Yes, best guy ever.
You know what? Don't flatter yourself, pal. I'm sick of you fishing for compliments all the time. Stop using me as a prop in your narcissistic online circus. Your whole channel is just a pathetic, thirsty attempt to fill that gaping hole in your heart. But guess what? No amount of praise can fix your massive amount of insecurity. External validation won't fix you. Have some self-awareness and go to therapy or something, you worthless little psycho. Hank's right. Why did an adult need compliments from small children? You're cringe, buddy.
What?
See, another perfect example. Yeah, that kid didn't write that. Like, I want to know how old these children are. Like, how much of that did he understand? Like, because obviously that was like written by someone else.
Clearly.
For the script. How much of what he said do you think he actually understands? Like, your narcissistic online circus or whatever he said. That was brilliant. It's incredible.
To end this video off, I thought me and Britney could reminisce together about some of our other favorite memories together.
Yay.
Please enjoy.
Bryson and I had very different moms growing up. I had the mom who was on me. If I wanted to go anywhere, it was, who are you going with? What time are you gonna be back? If you're not back by this time, then this.
You gotta be careful.
And now, my brothers just can do whatever they want. My mom's tired. She told me she is just tired and done parenting.
Well, I never wanted to leave. I just stayed home all the time.
Yeah.
I think it's because the first child, the parents don't know. They don't know how it's gonna go. And then when they realize, oh, okay, that one didn't die, we can probably take the foot off the gas a little bit, you know?
That one didn't die.
You know, that one's still alive.
I've only stolen one thing in my life, and I was about 4 or 5 years old, and we went to a fabric store, and there was a pumpkin with gum in it. My mom told me I couldn't have it. We got back in the car, and she looked at me in the rearview mirror with her piercing eyes as I was chewing bubble gum. She looked at me and said, Brittany, what are you doing?
It.
And I said, gum. And she goes, where'd you get it? And I said, the store we were just at.
Well, are you saying I stole it? Well, the way I see it, there are three possibilities. 1, you stole it. 2, you stole it. Or 3, you stole it!
I didn't take your precious
Bubblegum.
Show me your tentacles. What? I have also stolen one thing in my life. I'm not gonna say what store it was or anything like that. Man, I'm confessing to a... Okay, let me reword this. I may have accidentally walked out of a store without purchasing something one time in my entire life. This was when I was like 18 or 19. I was extremely sick and I had walked 30 minutes to this store to get cold medicine for myself. And when I went to check out, they were asking for my ID. And I didn't bring my ID. I just had my keys and my money. And it's like, guys, I am horribly sick. There's nothing in this cold medicine that like you should be concerned about. But they insisted that I showed my ID and I didn't have my ID. And I at first I was like, okay, so that cold medicine just isn't the one. So I went back and I brought 4 others over. So like, okay, which one of these can I buy without my ID? Sorry, you need your ID. And I was like, okay, cool, have a good one. Listen guys, it was like $5 cold medicine. It was like nothing. But like, dude, I was sick and I needed anyways, I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of it. But yeah.
You stole it! What?
That was years and years ago. Don't do this, people. Don't do this. Just from the lesson here is not to do this. The lesson here is to bring your ID when you go to get cold medicine, because apparently that's a thing.
Where'd you get it? And I said, the store we were just at. She turned that car around so quickly, marched me back into the store, proceeded to make me tell the cashier that I had stolen the bubblegum. Then we left and drove next door to the police station where she got an officer, pulled me out of the car and asked them, what happens if you steal? And the police officer said, you go to jail. And my mom turned around and looked at me and pointed and said, she just stole a pack of gum from the fabric store. And I
Lock
thought I was
her
going
up,
to jail.
boys.
Needless to say, that's the first and the last time that I stole anything.
What if the officer just arrested you on the spot? It's like, she's going to juvie, and mom's like, wait, my lesson isn't working the way
She's 5 years old. So I actually did end up in
5 years
jail. I was
old?
a nurse in a jail. One time I came home from a long 16-hour shift at the jail, and I'd walk in and see Bryson sitting in the same pajamas that he's been in all day, slurping down a bowl of cereal. I'd look at him with disgust and ask, how much money did you make today? Let's just say he made a lot more than I did.
She's not salty or anything.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a funny thing about YouTube, but I guess this does apply to a lot of businesses. If you work hourly or if you work for a company where you make a fixed amount of money, then you only make money when you work. But that is the thing about YouTube is I could do nothing all day and that day the channel does still bring in money. But if I keep not doing anything, that's gonna stop. But yeah, I understand that feel. I totally get it. From Bryson's side.
Well, that was fun. In conclusion, Britney is my favorite sister. Wait.
Bruh.
Well, another slapperino from the boy. Now, is he going to do a video about his dad and his mom? Or is it just the siblings? Because the sibling chronicles are complete.
This is the one thing we didn't want to happen.
Yeah, I have not met Britney, but I met all the boys in the family, and everyone was wonderful, so I'm sure Britney is wonderful as well. Another slapper from Bryson. People, I hope you enjoyed. If you have not seen all of the other Haminations videos we have done, here's the full playlist. Make sure you are caught up on all of them, because there's so much fun to be had. Here's Bryson's channel. Make sure you are subscribed. He did all the hard work. We are just out here memeing, you know? Here's a video that YouTube thinks you will like in particular. I will see you here, or I will see you there. Thank you for watching my stuff. I appreciate you.